What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cap Show. Shout out to the Golden State Warriors. They are a true dynasty. What they've done in the NBA for the past decade, getting Steph Curry, getting Klay Thompson, getting Draymond Green. I mean, they built a championship team in a dynasty, and what Golden State has to offer to the NBA, it's truly amazing. And we look at Steph Curry, we could say things that, yes, has changed the NBA in a great way. It's changed the way of basketball, how it's played today. To whereas when I used to play back in the 2010 days, it was a lot different. It was more like, hey, let's get it in the post, let's shoot good shots, let's not shoot deep threes. That's just bad basketball. Until we saw Steph Curry in the picture and he started throwing up 30, 40, 50-foot shots where it's like those are bad shots, right? Mathematically, we look at that and say that's a terrible shot. But, when Steph Curry came in, it was like, wow, maybe these are good shots. 3 points to year two every possession, we're going to win the game. And that's what Golden State does. And I think what Steph Curry's doing right now, I think he should have won MVP this past year. Honestly, I think he should have won back-to-back MVPs. But, it's kind of political now and stuff like that. But I just think what Steph Curry's doing, it's just people can't guard Steph Curry. You can't. You can contain him. We saw in game one against the Dallas Mavericks, he dropped 21. It was really a quiet 21 points for Steph Curry. But, guys like Klay Thompson, he's due for a big game coming up. I think they're going to handle the Dallas Mavericks. I think they'll win in 5 or 6 games, like I've said. But I just think, with the Mavericks, it's just Luka. I mean, you match up Andrew Wiggins, which he had a good matchup with him in game one. Luka only dropped 20 points. He was 3 for 10 from the three-point land. I just think, look, Luka, he's a great talent. He's the future of the NBA by far, for sure. One of the future stars that we're going to see in the NBA. But I just think with Steph Curry, man, he's just so smooth. He's smooth, dude. Like, everything about his game is pure. It's just his ball handling's nice. His shooting's nice. And I will tell you, this past year, Steph Curry's defense has really improved. And I think that's just hustling. And I think Steve Kerr's really told his teammates, look, defense does win championships. I understand we do live and die by the three a lot of the times. But if we put pressure on defense, we're really going to have better offense. And we look at Draymond Green. He's the heart and soul of Golden State Warriors. Really, he is. He's truly the heart and soul of them. And I think, without Draymond Green, they don't win in 2015, 2017, and 2018. They really don't. And I just think Draymond Green, he's that guy. 10 points, 9 boards in game one. And I think, what Draymond does with the Golden State Warriors, Draymond, he's a second-round draft pick. 35th overall. And like so many people went before him to where it's like, where are they now? A lot of the players that was drafted before Draymond Green, they have nowhere near as good of a resume as Draymond Green. Really, I mean, Draymond, he's a 3-time NBA champion, and I think they will win this year in 2022. He'll be a 4-time champion with Klay Thompson, with Steph, not to mention, a lot of the younger players that are coming around for Golden State, like Andrew Wiggins, like Jordan Poole, who dropped 19 points in game one off the bench. I mean, just the whole franchise of the Golden State Warriors, they're winners. Six NBA championships in all, 1947, 1956, 1965, then obviously 15, 17, and 18 in the 2000s. I just think, we look at the Golden State Warriors, they are a true dynasty, especially if they win this year. 4 NBA championships, dude. I mean, that would be crazy. Steph, he would tie LeBron James for 4 NBA championships, dude. Steph Curry, man, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's the best shooter the game has ever seen. He's better than Reggie Miller, better than Larry Bird, better than all the great, great NBA shooters. Ray Allen, he's better than them. Steph Curry really revolutionized the NBA, and I think he's changed the NBA for the better. A lot of people say, oh, it's just becoming a 3-point contest now, and it's just not basketball. That's not true basketball, but I think it is. I think I look at it as this way. It's like, all right, you throw it in your center. He's 7 foot. He scores 2 points. Well, we're going to come down the next possession. We're going to hit a 3. So our 3 is going to be better than year 2 in the long run. So I think what Steph Curry and Golden State has done with the NBA, I think it's great. I think it's amazing. I think they changed the NBA for the better. Now, yes, I will say the NBA has softened up. We can agree with that. They've really got soft. And it's a shame. It is, dude. They're throwing flagrant fouls on Draymond just because, Draymond gets a bad rep for bad fouls. Draymond just plays hard, dude. That's why I love Draymond Green. He plays hard. Every play for Draymond Green is a championship play. He never gives up. He never takes a play off. He gives it his all every single play. And that's why I say he's the heart and soul for Golden State. That's what Steph Curry and Klay Thompson need. They need somebody like Draymond Green to get the rough boards, to dive on the floor, to do everything that they don't want to do. That's what Draymond Green does. He does it all, dude. All the dirty work, man. He does all the dirty work that most NBA players do not want to do. And I always compare him kind of to Dennis Rodman doing the dirty work, getting the rebounds in the paint where the big boys are, the real men. I'm telling you, dude, boxing out, all the stuff that Draymond Green does great, he just capitalizes on it. And I think, the hunger, the passion for Draymond Green, the aggression, all the energy that Draymond Green produces for Golden State Warriors, that rubs off on his teammates. And I think that makes it the whole Golden State Warriors team in present day so much better. It really does. And I think, what they got going right now, there is a possibility they could sweep the Mavs. I think it's a long shot because of Luka, what he can do if he goes on a hot night. And we have seen Golden State go cold. I just think for Golden State, Klay Thompson, he's due for a big game. Obviously the injuries the past couple of years with Klay Thompson coming back, getting in that routine. I still think Klay Thompson, he's due for a big, big game. When I say big game, I'm saying 30-plus points, 5, 6 threes. I just think Klay Thompson, he's due. He's overdue. He hasn't really had a big game. Yes, he had a quiet 15 points in game 1 for 4 from the three-point land. I just think, for Klay Thompson, if I'm Steve Kerr and those guys, I'm saying, Klay, get in that group. If you take the shots, man, we want you to take shots. We want you to do these things. I just think for Klay Thompson, I think it's more mental right now than physical. I just think for Klay Thompson, just getting it back in that groove, getting in that shot, that form, everything. I just think, with the Splash Bros, I think they're gonna overcome it. I really do. And I think, my prediction for the NBA Finals this year is definitely the Boston Celtics versus the Golden State Warriors. I mean, historic programs. I think this will be great for the NBA. I really do. We look at Boston. They're in a series right now, tied with the Miami Heat. They blew them out in game 2. I just think Boston, they're a well-coached team. I just think they have the best chemistry right now, them and Golden State. Chemistry, they're players, they know each other. They know how they play together. They're just so good. The offense, defense flows on Boston and Golden State. So I could see both these teams going in the finals this year in 2022. I think it's great, dude. I think it's great for the NBA, the league. I really do. Now, with Golden State, with Steph, obviously, yes, there are nights where Steph looks terrible, where he's shooting threes, he's 1 for 10 from 3, stuff like that. Yes, you will have cold nights. I just think right now what Golden State does right now, they understand this is we're running deep late in the postseason. We're a couple games away from the NBA Finals, back to the NBA Finals. They lost to the Raptors in 19. Now they're back, a couple years later. And I think Golden State, they're hungry right now. Steve Kerr, those guys, they are hungry, dude. They've already won 3 NBA championships, 2 with Kevin Durant. Okay, so I think, without Kevin, they already won without Kevin Durant. So, yes, would I want to see Kevin Durant go back to Golden State? No, I do not want to see that, dude. That'd be so unfair. They would win like 3 or 4 more championships if that ever happens again. But I just think for Golden State, man, it's their time. It's their time, and I'm telling you, all the professional sports bettors, they are leaning towards Golden State. I picked Golden State a month and a half ago to win it all. I said they're getting in. They got in. Didn't look too well a month and a half ago, but I said, why did I pick Golden State to win it all a month and a half ago? Well, I said, you know what? Experience here. Experience is a key factor here, and they have Steph Curry. They have Klay Thompson back and Draymond Green. That's why ultimately I went Golden State here. I said, dude, they have all the pieces. They had the championship level team, and that's why I went with Golden State, dude. It wasn't hard, really. Looking back a month and a half ago, I'm like, yes, I'm patting myself on the back now. I'm realizing, hey, dude, they're 3 games away from the NBA Finals, and they are ready, dude. And I think that they can beat Boston. They can beat anybody right now in the NBA that's alive right now in the playoffs. So I can't wait for this matchup, dude. I cannot wait, but they still got to beat the Mavs. Luka's nice. Like I said, a superstar, future superstar, absolutely. If not already a superstar. I just think for the Mavericks, they got to add more pieces to that puzzle. If they want to become a championship team like they did with Dirk in 2011, we saw the meltdown with LeBron James in that final. So many people hate on him for that. But I just think, they got to get back to that mentality. They got to get the right pieces. Yes, they have Luka. They have some good players, but they need more than just that, dude. They do. They need more scores. They need more three-point shooters, and I think they need bigger big mans. They really do for the Mavericks. But the Mavericks, what a run it is. Now I'm not going to set them off and say, oh, it's over for them, but it is, dude. You guys are playing Golden State, the three-time NBA champions. So I think the difference here is the ability to score more points. That's what Golden State does. They're going to score on you, and they're going to hit threes on you, and that's just who the Golden State Warriors are, dude. When they're on, they are on, dude. Straight up. So I think Klay Thompson, like I said, he's due for a huge, huge game here. So I think in game 2, if I'm Steve Kerr going into this game, I'm saying, hey, Klay, let's have Klay get out to a fast start in the first half. I want him to score 20-plus points in the first half. That's what I want from Klay Thompson. Just this one game right here. Get him back in that groove. Get him ready, dude. You know what I'm saying? I just think a lot of it's mental for Klay Thompson, and he's overdue right now. And then obviously Draymond Green. I love Draymond. You guys already know that. But like I said, I'm going Golden State Warriors with the 2022 NBA champions. They will have 4 NBA titles with Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green. What a story. And it's still not over for them, so I'm going Golden State all the way, baby. Let's go. It's the Cloud of Wit Cap Show!